Scorpio.
Hello Scorpio, this is your astrological forecast for December 2016. And listen, we have a fabulous month this month with a long list of beautiful transits of what you can come to expect, what you can really look forward to. And we're starting off though first with looking at where the main focus is going to be, and that's where the sun is transiting. Right now that is in your second house for money and income. So you're going to be crunching your numbers, getting everything together. It's annual trip through this section of your chart, and so it allows you to kind of catch up with the overview of your financial situation. Now Saturn is there, and we also have Mercury, which will come to retrograde in this area for you for the end of the year. It's going to go from the 19th straight through January 8th. This is going to allow you a little extra time, even on the other side of the year, to look back over your expenses throughout that of 2016, maybe even to get an early start on your taxes if need be. But spending habits and so forth will definitely come to the forefront and allow some support and aid for you to take care of it. So once it moves forward, January 8th, you'll still have a little bit of time to kind of complete as it's moving forward again, and then it won't revisit this area for a full 12 months. But we have Venus here in December in your third house for communication, allowing you maybe to catch up more so with siblings. This is the area for siblings, neighbors, and so forth, your closer community, what you can do for them, with them. And there could be some community gatherings and so forth. And of course, it is a holiday month, right? So you might even find yourself volunteering to do something extra and special here. Mars is moving through your fourth house, which has to do with family. It has to do with your roots, your past, who you are on the inside. So real estate as well, let's not forget that. Your parents as well. And when Mars is showing up in this area, which it does once every 2 years, it gives us time to catch up with, to focus on, and do the things that we need to have done. That includes projects too, so you might just come to see that December will keep you busy, and I think it did in November as well, to look at those smaller projects that need to be taken care of. That can be anything from looking out in the garage, getting everything, your ducks in a row there, or rearranging closets, that kind of thing, or maybe even repainting. So whatever projects are, I feel that you're going to find a lot of joy in doing it. It's not just a task. Sometimes projects feels like it's a task because it's been weighing on us, but as we start out here, top of the month, let me tell you, Mars is receiving that whole first week great aspects. We couldn't ask for better. It starts with December 1st, a beautiful trine to Jupiter. Jupiter opens up, expands, it's generous, it gives us plentiful of energy, it's fueling that Mars. So this is a day where you can come to see that you can achieve a lot in a very short matter of time. On the 3rd, Mars, again your drive, your ambitions, your goals. It is now in a sextile, which is also a very harmonious aspect to Saturn. And Saturn will secure something. It always wants to make sure that the foundation of the work that you do is something that can be long-lasting, with longevity to secure that you don't have to look in that area for a while. And then we have on the 6th, Mars also in a sextile, but here to Uranus. Now, Uranus brings the unexpected, surprises and whatnot, changes. But these changes will be good. It's something that you're choosing to bring into your life. And where is it going to bring it into? Exactly, the 4th house, the home. So I could see renewal all over the place. So I can anticipate that many of you Scorpions might do some upgrades before the holidays. And the preparations that you're doing are something you're going to have joy from for a very, very long time to come. On the 9th, we have the Sun, which is the essence of you, and still in that second house for money and income, and it is receiving a great aspect from Jupiter. So this could be a day of, again, surprises, something being gifted. If you're out and about shopping for Christmas presents at this time, you might find great deals that you will be happy for. Jupiter currently is in your 12th house, so you might find it a little bit set off to the side, the things that you're looking for. But that's where you're going to find the great things that you're really going to cash in on. Then we have the 10th, Mercury, which is communication. The way you communicate and how you communicate and what you're listening to. This is a day that just really feels blessed, and it is because of its harmonious aspect to Neptune. And Neptune is our vision, it's our idealistic self, it's when we listen to our inner thoughts. Here on the 10th, I feel there's just this very spiritual, strong emotion coming in. And I feel it's spiritual and it's strong because the Sun, which is the essence of you, is also conjuncting to Saturn on this day. You might have a beautiful time spent with one or both of your parents. For those of you whose parents are no longer around, this could be a day where they come to you and you're feeling their presence, because it is this sensitive, higher, elevated emotion. It's not Venus, it's Neptune, okay? And that is that higher octave up. So, yes, the 10th is special. On the 11th, I feel you could come to expect an unexpected surprise, and it's coming from Uranus. And when Uranus is very well aspected, like here, in fact, all the transits this month is harmonized, okay? So we're not going to have a lot of challenges at all. But the Sun and Uranus being in your 6th house, has to do with your day-to-day life, the way you organize things. It's also your co-workers and how you work. Not necessarily your career, but how you work. Today here you could come to receive some good news. There could even be some financial benefits too. Maybe a bonus being paid out because the Sun is in your 2nd house for income. And so you want to see what that is going to do. It could just also be a nice office party taking place, and in that case, spirits are going to be good, and they're going to be high. Then we can take a break. Now, if you were good this month and paying attention to that Mercury retrograde from December 19th through January 8th, then you can step back and you have no stress like normally is, that last week, 10 days before Christmas. And it will allow you to not get those funky things. And I can see how the transits are slowing down after the 11th. We don't really have a lot going on, Scorpio, before Christmas Eve on the 24th. Now, for those of you in Europe, that is what Christmas is. That is when we celebrate there. And Christmas Eve, Saturn and Uranus, they are bringing old routines and old conventions. They're coming back, but also in an unconventional way, which is represented by Uranus. So I can see both traditional values with Saturn and untraditional values with Uranus. Put those two together, you might have a totally different kind of recipe going on for your Christmas dinner, which is great. But there's grounding and there's a feeling of just a sober, spiritual energy, but also then again a lot of joy and unexpected surprises. And this is a Christmas that's going to be very generous, because looking into there the 25th, now those of you celebrating on the 24th will already feel it, and that's Venus. It's love. It's matters of the heart. Yes, it is romantic, but it also rules presence, and this is present time giving. And this Venus, not only is it placed in a good place here, but it's also trining off on Jupiter. So expect that this is going to be an extravagant Christmas present sharing. There's also surprises, and I wouldn't be surprised if some of you might even be proposed to here this year on Christmas Day. This is because of that Venus-Jupiter, which is a beautiful time for anybody to get married or engaged because it will carry the signature of this. And then the unexpected aspect of Uranus here with Venus, you might not see it coming, but here we go. And then it has the signature of longevity to it because Venus is also sextiling on Saturn, which is going to give it, just the grounding that it needs to be carried forward into the future. So what a wonderful, exciting Christmas for everyone. And then on the 26th, it's all about just chilling, actually. Jupiter has filled up on a lot of beautiful and also maybe fatty foods because Jupiter can also expand the waistline, right? And since it's been so present here throughout these days, on the 26th, Uranus is saying, I'm taking a break, right? So this is a good day to actually just sit and do nothing and just enjoy. Then we have the last few days running up towards New Year's. Here's Scorpio. And we have Mercury and the Sun. They're conjuncting. And Mercury is also sextiling Mars. And this is on the 27th. So communication this day is really important. Mercury now still in that second house. You might have some financial communication and talks with your partner about money matters, but also home-related matters, since Mars is still there in your fourth house for home and family. So whatever you're deciding, I feel it's good. You'll be on the same page. And now as we're coming up towards New Year's Eve, on the 30th, the Sun, which is you, and Neptune are aligned to wanting to do something special for New Year's. And it's also you, of course, having just gone through placing your intentions with the new moon on the 28th in the sign of Capricorn, right? So those intentions are already out there, you're acting upon them, and we're ending the year with Mars and Neptune conjunct. So when we're ending a year, we're also starting a year. So we're going to talk more about that and what Mars conjunct Neptune is all about on New Year's Eve, which is opening up the door for 2017. So you're ending it on a very good note, but you're also opening New Year's on a beautiful note. More on that when we speak more about the New Year's horoscopes for 2017, because that is exactly where we're going to start. So listen, Scorpio, this is what I had for you here in December, and I'll see you again soon. So happy holidays.